I close my eyes as I touch my mum around the face, thinking back to all the times when mum and dad would never fight. It was perfect, going on family outings. My dad would tell me mad stories, I would never doubt him. See, the man was at his peak when the family was around him. Well, I made all the calm for familiar voices and sounds bring. But as the years went on, things began to change. His daddy started drinking, and every night became the same. He would bring a bottle out as daylight began to fade, becoming more aggressive as the alcohol induced his brain. And I would run away, hiding underneath the stairs, head between my knees, trying to pretend that I wasn't scared. Why is my life like this? It just isn't fair. Trying to fall asleep to the sound of daddy throwing chairs. Why is my life like this? It just isn't fair. Daddy sees me crying and turns away cause he doesn't care.
You said it wasn't you, it was somebody else. Don't try to lie to me, I've seen it for myself. Every time I looked at her, see pain in her eyes. Said you'd never do it again, but daddy, you were telling lies.
Out from underneath the staircase to see my daddy panting and my mum with a scared face. I used to love my home, but now it's a weird place, cause every time I walk through the door I feel my heart race. I learned to keep my head down and expect the unexpected. Go straight to my room as my heart sank, it was depressing. Cause the alcohol had gone, but daddy started injecting, while mum cleaned up his mess, feeling lonely and neglected. I continued to grow up, but the fights became worse as daddy's body deteriorated from his drug addicted curse. Mum would always tell me she felt every time I saw her hurt, and he would just sit there and agree with his slurred feeble words. As I got older, I began to understand the situation, and the reason for mum's black eyes suddenly become blatant. I watched daddy collapse, his body come under invasion, but me and mum turned our backs free from the situation.
You said it wasn't you, it was somebody else. Don't try to lie to me, I've seen it for myself. Every time I looked at her, see pain in her eyes. Said you'd never do it again, but daddy, you were telling lies.
Running up the stairs, hiding in the shadows, hoping that he doesn't see me scared. Cause now I'm the target of daddy's throwing chairs. So I sit and ask myself, is this really fair? I'm moving frantically, running up the stairs, hiding in the shadows, hoping that he doesn't see me scared. Cause now I'm the target of daddy's throwing chairs. So I sit and ask myself, is this really fair?
Now daddy's sitting at the table, but I'm getting sad looking at him cause he's still unstable. Then he looks at me with them alcohol filled eyes, saying you always love us, but daddy, why you telling lies? How the hell can you expect me to believe you when you say you don't touch mum when she's always black and blue? It's been going on for well over a week, then all I hear is mommy screaming when I'm trying to sleep.
You said it wasn't you, it was somebody else. Don't try to lie to me, I've seen it for myself. Every time I looked at her, see pain in her eyes. Said you'd never do it again, but daddy, you were telling lies. You said it wasn't you, it was somebody else. Don't try to lie to me, I've seen it for myself. Every time I looked at her, see pain in her eyes. You said you'd never do it again, but daddy, you were telling lies.
I lost 2 jobs in 2 weeks. Now I sit on the corner and have to beg on the streets. You can't tell me lightning never strikes twice when there's 9-year-old kids that are losing their lives.
I lost 2 jobs in 2 weeks. Now I sit on the corner and have to beg on the streets. You can't tell me lightning never strikes twice when there's 9-year-old kids that are losing their lives.
Every minute someone is dying, and every minute someone is crying. But when I die, I wanna go to heaven like my uncle when he died in 2007. But I am, I'll be going to hell. Yeah, I know that, cause the way I behave I can tell. But I know now, I should have studied at school every single day. But I thought, nah, fuck that shit, I do it my own way. And lightning only strikes twice when I spit on the verse. But it's like some kind of bad luck when the kid is in the back of the hearse. They don't deserve it, it's like a fucked up curse. And you'll be kinda lucky to reach the old age. And job related, you end up in the same place like you're in a maze. And you don't wanna end up in that sticky situation like being kicked out of school with no education. And the fact you can't choose the right path is fucking blatant. I lost 2 jobs in 2 weeks. Now I sit on the corner and have to beg on the streets. You can't tell me lightning never strikes twice when there's 9-year-old kids that are losing their lives.
I lost 2 jobs in 2 weeks. Now I sit on the corner and have to beg on the streets. You can't tell me lightning never strikes twice when there's 9-year-old kids that are losing their lives.
Why did you have to leave so soon? I miss you, thinking of you and look at the moon. I love you. Wish I had the chance to say goodbye, knowing that you're far away in the sky. Wish you were there to see me grow. Like I have, I will never show. Wiping the tears away from my eyes. I need you. You took you away, that's what I despise. Want you back. Wish you were here to hug one more time. And if I could, my smile would shine. Hope if you see me, I'll make you proud. Hope you can hear me when I speak out loud.
I lost 2 jobs in 2 weeks. Now I sit on the corner and have to beg on the streets. You can't tell me lightning never strikes twice when there's 9-year-old kids that are losing their lives.
I lost 2 jobs in 2 weeks. Now I sit on the corner and have to beg on the streets. You can't tell me lightning never strikes twice when there's 9-year-old kids that are losing their lives. Lightning only strikes twice when I spit on the beat, but it's bad luck when it hits the same place in the same street. It's like trying to walk a tightrope with 2 left feet, or seeing a black cat under a full moon on Friday the 13th. It's like bringing the reality to Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy Krueger with his claws coming into your dreams, seeing loved ones whose life like a version of Scream, or falling from a mad height with no ground beneath your feet. And calling me a cat, that's cool, I've got 9 lives, which automatically gives me a license to survive and allows me to dodge a definite demise, like putting a man on a busy road knowing it's blind and watching from a distance and screaming stay alive as his wife watches by the side. She screams and cries, the car makes contact, the man collapses and dies. Irony is with the hit the man regains his sight.
I lost 2 jobs in 2 weeks. Now I sit on the corner and have to beg on the streets. You can't tell me lightning never strikes twice when there's 9-year-old kids that are losing their lives.
I lost 2 jobs in 2 weeks. Now I sit on the corner and have to beg on the streets. You can't tell me lightning never strikes twice when there's 9-year-old kids that are losing their life.
Why did you have to leave so soon? I miss you, thinking of you when I look at the moon. I love you. Wish I had the chance to say goodbye, knowing that you're far away in the sky. Wish you were there to see me grow. Like I have, I will never show.
If it's your first time meshing a chick, make sure you know what hole you're pitting your dick. If it's the anal hole, she's already gotta be split. And if it ain't quite fitting, get her to wiggle her hip before you bust your load all over her back. Well, your cum's running down a crack. But it was dark, I swear I was in a bush. When I pulled out my phone to duck, she was already the bush.
Just cook your fingers up inside of the lips, spread it open and tear it like a packet of crisps. Keep applying the pressure till the cervix splits, and at the same time begin to insert your dick. Pump back and forward as you begin to smack it, and she winces and screams while getting blood on your jacket. Make sure you go rough enough, like you want to attack it. Flip up the positions and backsack and crack it.
Don't think I won't kidnap and torture ya. Cut off your fingers right in front of your daughter, bruv. Then I'm gonna start to rape her just to torture ya, as I dig my thumbs right into the eyes of your daughter, bruv. Make sure you got one eye open when you go to sleep at night, cause when you see me, you'll only be able to scream through the hole in your windpipe. But if you wake up, your head's getting smashed with a lead pipe.
My mum complains that her son's only 13, and he bought the CD in the city in milk and beans. Now every time she goes to sleep, her son begins to scream as he's got images of being tortured in his dreams. He begins to describe these malicious thoughts of being pinned down under the glass, staring down the blowtorch. And hanging around the room was the rest of the fam's corpse, but he only wakes up with the ignition of the blowtorch.
Like I won't tie your body to the front of the car, whack it in reverse and go back kinda fast. While your body's ripping in half, then your torso's dropping on the path. Gonna hit the car and park, grab your main artery, pit it in the electric and watch it spark. Then insert the blade fully in, just so it can rip off and start to wear your skin. You can say, I've got sick thoughts, cause while you're playing b-ball, I walk her to the courts. Put a line straight into your skull, then draw through the straw and pit it through the hole. Then start drinking the juices from your brain. Then I'm gonna just rip out your main vein, throw it through the hoop and tie it to your leg, and start pulling till someone starts to beg.